So you're looking for the best Canadian travel credit card, but with so many options out there, picking one kind of feels like online dating. They all promise free flights, fancy lounges, 5 times points on sushi, but which one is actually the one? The truth is, it's all gonna depend on your goals and the kind of traveler you are. Maybe you've got a big spend coming up and you need a card with a sign-up bonus. Or maybe you're just getting into your points era and you want a solid everyday card to slowly build up points towards your dream trip. In this video, we'll start with a little personality check-in for you to identify which of these 5 types of travel card personalities you are before I spill the tea on what to look for in the card and show you the best credit cards that match your vibe and actually make sense for you. I'll be covering the best points-based travel credit cards, specifically the ones that transfer to Canada's most popular airline and hotel rewards programs. So let's go. Which of these 5 travel types are you? Well, you might see yourself in one or maybe a combination of a few, but if you identify with any of these statements where you want a lot of points and you want it fast, you love luxury travel and are dying to fly business class for your upcoming trip, and most importantly, you have a major expense coming up, maybe a wedding, or you're just entering your I deserve nice things era, honestly same, and you can afford or rationalize or offset a large annual fee if it means perks, then congrats, you my friend are the big spender and luxury lover. Here's what to prioritize in a card if this is your vibe. You want a card with a fat sign-up bonus to match that spend. The idea is simple. Hit a minimum spend, usually in the first 3 months, and in return, you get a big chunk of points that can cover a round-trip economy flight or even those expiring business class flights. Now, if you're still feeling a little overwhelmed or want a little extra support, feel free to book a one-on-one call with me where I can help you pick out the right card or build a personalized game plan towards your dream trip. You can also grab my free beginner points travel guide. It's packed with all the basics to help you get started the right way. It's free. I'll link it down in the description below. Of course, you're gonna want the premium perks such as airport lounge access, hotel upgrades, and of course, cards that have points that transfer to rewards programs to be able to book business class. These are the 2 cards that I recommend because as of right now, they're offering the largest sign-up bonuses in Canada. These offers do change from time to time, but generally speaking, these 2 platinum cards almost always come out on top when it comes to massive welcome bonuses with the high minimum spend to match. Here's the breakdown. The Amex Business Platinum has a huge bonus up to 130,000 points when you spend $15,000 in the first 3 months. The Personal Platinum isn't far behind, offering up to 100,000 points after spending $10,000 in 3 months. And I get it. If you're new to points or just looked at the minimum spend and immediately said, could never be me, there's actually so many sneaky ways to meet the minimum spends without spending your own money. Like for example, I have 4 of my family's phone and utility bills on my credit card. That alone racks up hundreds of dollars per month without me spending anything extra because they e-transfer me the money and I get to rack up spend towards the bonus. If you're curious to know more of my secret strategies to hit that spend without going broke, I actually made a whole video about it. I'll link it below, so don't count yourself out of the big spender category just yet. If these 2 minimum spends still feel a little too high, but you know you've got a big spend coming up, don't worry, I'll share another card later in this video with a slightly lower $7,500 minimum spend that still comes with solid bonus and premium benefits. Anyways, the Business Platinum earns 1.25 points on everything, while the Personal Platinum earns 2 times points on dining and travel. And the annual fee, yup, it's at $7.99, but let's talk what you get for that. Both cards give you a $200 travel credit, a $100 Nexus credit, and hotel status, but the Business Plat takes it further with extras like a $300 Indeed credit and $120 for your phone bills, which helps offset that fee a bit. Meanwhile, the Personal Platinum gives you a $200 dining credit, so if you love a good brunch or a date night, that's a pretty nice perk. And of course, both earn transferable membership rewards points, which is what we love because you can use them for flights with Aeroplan, British Airways Avios, and more. Now, maybe you're new to the points game and you just want something simple that gives you good value, maybe a little overwhelmed, something you can just dip your toe in the water, in the pond that is travel hacking, and isn't gonna be a crazy annual fee. Well, that makes you a points newbie. So with that, you're gonna want to look for cards that offer simple sign-up bonuses and low requirements to get started, but still offer good points for your everyday purchases. So start simple, look for a low-fee travel card with decent rewards and points. So I think these 3 cards are perfect starter options if you're just dipping your toes and want to earn your first decent stash of points without spending a fortune. As a points newbie, when choosing a card, make sure you take in account of the total minimum spend and the time frame you have to hit it, because those are key to unlocking the sign-up bonus and determining which card is right for you. Let's start with the TD Aeroplan Visa Platinum. This one's super beginner friendly. You get 10,000 points just for making any purchase and another 10,000 if you spend $1,000 in 3 months. So in total, that's 20,000 Aeroplan points with one of the lowest minimum spends out there. Next up is the RBC Avion Visa Infinite. The minimum spend is higher at 5,000, but you actually get 35,000 points just for being approved. So you're getting the most bonus upfront. Then you have a full 6 months to work on the rest of the bonus, which can be helpful if your expenses are more spread out. Keep in mind, you don't have to meet these minimum spends. Like if you wanted to, you could just pocket the 35,000 points and that's that. Finally, the Amex Aeroplan has a $3,000 minimum spend over 3 months for 30,000 points with a delayed 10,000 point bonus in year 2 when you spend another $1,000 in the 13th month of card ownership. I think last video I earned 35 new subscribers, so that was really cool. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to hit like, subscribe, comment. That really helps me out, especially being a smaller channel. The TD and Amex card both have Aeroplan points, which you can redeem for Air Canada and Star Alliance partners on Aeroplan. The Amex version earns a bit more, plus it also comes with free first check bags for you and up to 8 people on Air Canada flights, which can seriously add up in savings. The RBC Avion, on the other hand, earns you RBC Avion points, which you can then transfer to British Airways Avios or Qatar Avios, which is actually what I did to be able to fly on one of the world's best business class products on Qatar Air. It was insane. Like, look at this, right? Like, that's crazy. Now, moving on. So maybe you don't have a big spend coming up, but you want to make sure you're getting the bang for your buck, you know, with your hard-earned money that you're spending on things. So therefore, you want value long-term. You care more about earning consistently rather than chasing the big sign-up bonuses. And of course, you want to be able to use these points flexibly. If you can relate to these, then that makes you the everyday spender and flexible flyer. So the cards you want to look out for have got to have strong earning rates in the categories you spend the most in. Like, these are the points that quietly stack up in the background while you live your best life. And of course, you're gonna want flexibility with the points, and if you're keeping this card long term, it should have a pretty low to medium annual fee, so you're not spending so much money. You're being saving, cost effective. So if you're not chasing flashy welcome bonuses and just want a card that actually earns you points on the things you buy every day, these two are going to be your besties. Let's start with the Cobalt. It's low-key one of the most powerful everyday earners in Canada. You get 5 times points on groceries and dining, 3 times points on streaming subscriptions, 2 times points on gas, transit, rideshare, Uber. If you eat out a lot or live off Uber Eats, this one is really going to work in your favor. Plus, the points are Amex membership rewards, which are super flexible, pretty much the strongest points currencies we have in Canada, because you can transfer to Aeroplan, Avios, Marriott, and more. That said, it's still an Amex, so it won't be accepted everywhere, especially smaller shops or some places outside of Canada. This is where the Scotiabank Passport Visa Infinite comes in. Since it's a Visa, it's accepted pretty much everywhere. The earning rates are a little lower, but still solid. However, this is Scene Plus points. Which one would I rather have? Amex membership rewards points or Scene Plus points? The winner, no doubt, is going to be the Amex points. It is important to note though that the Passport Visa comes with airport lounge access, which is a really nice bonus, and the Scotia Visa has no foreign transaction fees, so it's perfect for travel and spending abroad. The Cobalt has no income requirement, while the Scotia Visa does require $60,000 personal or $100,000 household income. And with Scene Plus points, they are redeemable through Scotiabank's portal, and you can get statement credits for travel purchases. Given all that, I personally lean more towards the Cobalt. If you're planning to apply for any of the cards I've mentioned in this video, feel free to use my referral links below to support my channel. It's totally free for you and helps me keep making videos like this. The next travel type, if this is you where you fly a lot and because of that you care a lot about comfort such as free checked baggage or priority boarding, you're maybe even chasing airline status, then congratulations, you are the frequent flyer and status chaser. So what to look for? Of course, you're gonna want airline specific perks, meaning checked baggage, priority boarding, all that good stuff. And of course, a good earning rate on your travel and hotel purchases. Airport lounge access is a must, as well as strong travel insurance coverage. So I would recommend looking into the Amex Business Aeroplan Reserve and the personal version of that, which is just the Amex Aeroplan Reserve. But quick note before we dive in, if you haven't already had the Amex Personal Platinum, I would actually highly recommend going for that one over the Aeroplan Business Reserve because the Platinum actually has a larger bonus for pretty much the same minimum spend. I think it's the better value if you want to prioritize getting the bigger sign-up bonus. That said, both of these Aeroplan cards are amazing if you fly with Air Canada regularly and want the premium perks and lounge access, but with a slightly lower annual fee than the Platinum cards. Both these cards come with Maple Leaf lounge access, free checked baggage for you and up to 8 people, priority check-in boarding and security, and the ability to earn towards Aeroplan Elite status just by spending. Here's where they differ. The Business Reserve has a minimum spend of $10,500, whereas the Aeroplan Reserve has a minimum spend of $7,500. So this is actually the card I recommend going for if you also identified with the first travel type that I mentioned, the big spender, and we're going for a card with a slightly lower minimum spend and annual fee than the personal platinum card. But back to the two Aeroplan Reserve cards, the earning rate is slightly different, so pick one that best fits your lifestyle. If you dine out more, the personal card wins, but if you spend more on business travel like car rentals and hotels, then go with the Business Reserve. The nice thing with these cards is the annual fee is lower than the platinum cards, which makes them a great option to still be able to get the perks. Now for the frequent flyers who often fly domestically, sometimes flying with WestJet is just more convenient than Air Canada. So I do want to make an honorable mention of the WestJet RBC World Elite Mastercard. This card gives you an annual round-trip companion voucher, meaning you can bring a friend with you for way less, or you can also swap the companion voucher for 4 airport lounge passes instead. You get free first check bags for you and up to 8 people on WestJet flights, and instead of earning traditional points, you're earning WestJet dollars, which could be perfect if you're always flying with them anyway. Last but not the least, if this is you where you care more about how you sleep rather than how you get there, hotel perks such as upgrades, late checkout, and free breakfast, or you'd rather earn free nights rather than free flights, you are the hotel hottie. What to look for in a card? Obviously points that transfer to hotel programs, hotel specific perks, and annual free night certificates or credits. A hotel specific card recommendation I have for you guys is the Marriott Bonvoy American Express card. I think it's important to note that if you already have other Amex cards like the Amex Cobalt or the Platinum cards, you can actually transfer your membership rewards points to Marriott Bonvoy or even more ways to redeem for travel. The perks of the Marriott Bonvoy card is you'll get a free night at a participating Marriott property. You'll also receive Silver Elite status, which means some nice perks like late checkout and priority check-in. Plus, with the 15 Elite Night credits, you'll be closer to reaching higher level status, so you can receive even more benefits such as room upgrades and additional bonus points. You'll earn 5 times Marriott bonus points on everything, which which you can redeem for Marriott stays. If you love getting rewarded for your hotel stays, this Marriott Bonvoy card and other Amex card that transfer to Marriott are definitely worth considering. Remember, the right card totally depends on your goals, and if you're still a little unsure of where to start, don't forget to grab my free Beginner's Points Travel Guide. It breaks everything down step by step, or check out my video over here. If you found this video helpful, please make sure to hit like, subscribe, comment. That really helps me out, especially being a smaller channel. I think last video I earned 35 new subscribers, so that was really cool. I would love to know what kind of traveler type you resonated with, so let me know in the comment below. See you in the next one, where I talk about the do's and don'ts of opening credit cards and earning more points.